an appropriate segue for our first audience question, which comes from Hannah Kozik from Washington, D.C. And Hannah asks, what can we do to combat or at least mitigate inequitable access to AI?
Well, that's part of it. How do you make sure that these platforms are open to everybody? One thing I've called for, including at the Senate when they had some of these AI forums that Senator Schumer has and a team, a bipartisan team, have led. When I was testifying several months ago, I said one of the areas to focus on is making sure this doesn't result in big tech getting bigger. It also has to unleash the next generation of entrepreneurs. One way to do that is to make sure AI really is open, much as the internet was open. And so calling for open source as one part of the AI strategy for this country, I think is very important. The history lesson for those who don't know it, when the internet really took off, and particularly in the 90s, it was based on a series of decisions that were made by government, including the government funding, DARPA funding the creation of the internet, the core technologies, and more investment in R&D is critically important. The government deciding, in this case, a judicial decision, Judge Green, to break up Ma Bell, the phone company, and create regional Bell operating companies, which unleashed competition and telecommunications prices dropped significantly, making the internet more affordable. And then also a decision in Congress to pass the Telecoms Act, which basically commercialized the internet. When the internet was first founded, even when AOL was founded, it was still illegal for consumers or businesses to be on the internet. It was for educational institutions, government agencies, not for consumers, not for businesses. Those decisions, each of them important, all of them together significantly important, really unleashed the internet era. We need to have a similar set of decisions as we think about the AI era, and things around open source as part of it, things around more investment in R&D. Our investment in R&D as a percentage of our economy has gone down over the past several decades. We need to reverse that. And we also need to make sure we're winning the battle for talent, which is both developing our students in a smarter way and also kind of continuing to be a magnet for talent from all over the world. So passing kind of sensible immigration policies has got to be part of the strategy as well. We laid this out several months ago. I co-chair the National Advisory Council on Innovation and Entrepreneurship. And we laid out a whole national entrepreneurship strategy, not just for AI, but more broadly. And those were some of the key components. So that's the way to make sure it's more inclusive. AI and other technologies are open to everybody. You're making the right investments, including building out tech hubs, so there's innovation happening in communities all across the country, job growth happening in communities all across the country, and making sure we're smart around our education system as well as our immigration policies.